Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who can bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGD Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, you guys. So salute for tapping back in. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all come in the building. Appreciate everybody. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me or not in the comment section, man. I appreciate everybody showing love, pulling up. Okay, y'all can hear me, man. Let's get into it, man. So, y'all boy, Diddy, back on the stand, right where we left off. And when we had left off, basically, they were playing recordings of Sean Diddy Combs, basically incriminating himself. Now, as they come back from lunch, the Jane Doe have been cooking. Now, what happened? The Jane Doe says she was commenting about the girlfriend of another rapper. Wow. Crazy work. The government said, right? Hold on one second, guys. The government said, was this rapper an old friend of yours? She says that she was beautiful, the girlfriend of another rapper. And the government said, was this rapper an old friend of yours? She said, yeah, I was flown to Las Vegas. There was a birthday party and we went to a strip club. I recognized Anton. Now, the government says, other than that time, had you ever seen Anton other than on hotel night? She says, nope. The government said, this friend, was it platonic? She said, yes. In the hotel room, Anton was having sex with a woman. The rapper and his girlfriend were there. They were flirting. So there's another rapper doing the same type of shit that Diddy was doing. Now, she says that in the hotel room, Anton was having sex with a woman. It says the rapper and his girlfriend were there, and they were flirting. The government said, how are your finances in January 2024? She said, better. She said, I decided to do an OnlyFans. The government says, what kind of content did you create? She says, lingerie, swimwear, implied nudity. They said, what's that? They said, your hands cover your body. I wanted to stand on my 2 feet. The government says, she says, I was also getting child support and some money from Bear. I advised his brand on my social media. I advertised his brand on my social media. He offered me money. Actually, he just sent it to me. The government said, how much? She said, $9,000. He said, if you want to post for my brand, do so, no big deal. The government, then she said, Diddy messaged me that he had a dream about me, that I was on the Concorde. The government says, why did you answer him? She says, because I miss Diddy dearly. He said, so what you want to do on your birthday? I said, I'm traumatized by my past birthdays and what they led to. The government says, what did Diddy write you? She said, he said, if you change your mind, I miss you. Stay happy. Love. It's Diddy with this love stuff again. Love. Love. The government said, well, what did you write? She wrote that I'm just being mature. I don't think I'm ready to see you. The government says, did you see Diddy for your birthday in February of 2024? She said, yes. The government said, how was it in Miami? She said, Diddy had candles. My heart was beating super fast. And I think his was beating fast too. We were oddly in the same color. I thought that was nice. The government said, what happened at dinner? She says, balloons, a 5-course dinner. Diddy went all out. All out Diddy went. She said, balloons, a 5-course dinner, right? Um, Man, hold on one second, you guys. Uh, wow, y'all. Hold on one second. So she said it was a 5-course dinner. She said we use X. Then Diddy asked, do you want to see Don? The government said, what was your reaction? She said, I was high. I said, okay. Me and Don had sex in One Star. Then we rested a couple days. Then we flew to LA. We were back together. The government says in 2024, where did you visit Diddy? She says in Miami in May, July, and August, and at my residence in LA a couple of times. Government says, did you and Sean go out of Miami and LA in 2024? She says, no. Things had really hit the fan. A lot was going on in his life, is what she said. Wow. 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 Diddy was still doing free calls. Hold on. So it says, she says the press was after Diddy about the Cassie lawsuit. She was still rocking with this nigga. The government says, with which entertainers do you have sex with in 2024? She says, Anton, Don, and Larry. We stayed in residences. There was a lot of focus on Diddy elsewhere. I showed him how lucrative OnlyFans was. Damn. What the fuck? Bro, this chick got evidence that she went in on Diddy during the Cassie lawsuit. But then Diddy told her, I love you, baby, come back. And she went back after this nigga told you to get out his face. So she left the nigga. This nigga hit her back like, yeah, baby, I love you. Love bombing her ass. Gets her back in, and they back to freaking off. Bro, this shit is crazy, bro. You can't make this story up, man. You can't make this up, bro. That nigga Diddy is nasty work, bro. Nasty work. Whoa. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Man, this nigga, hey, man. Boy, I tell you, this lifestyle, man. So she said Diddy was putting on music and he went to my phone. He asked me, who is Bear? Why are you texting like this with him? The money thing came up. That Bear had sent me money. He started getting dressed. I started crying. I felt misunderstood. Wow. What the what the hell? Man, bro. This how the lifestyle be, man. Let me tell y'all something. You get hooked on drugs, when you live in that type of lifestyle, when you want to be with the rich and famous, you better you better read all these things that's going on right now. She said all those things to Diddy, documented. She said all those things to Diddy, documented on messages. And all this nigga had to do is tell her, I love you, baby. Get her some balloons, and he got her back to freaking off. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Crazy freaking work, man. All this nigga had to do, all he had to do was get her some balloons, take her to a restaurant, and say happy birthday. And she back to freaking off. Are you serious? You love the nigga that much? You even told the nigga you wasn't comfortable with the shit in the messages. You didn't like that stuff. But just for this nigga to say, I love you, give you some balloons and flowers, now you right back in the mix. Oh, this nigga got you right back doing what you told him that you didn't like doing. That's crazy work, man. Crazy. You got to pay attention to the details, y'all. Wow, man. That shit blowing my socks off, man. So, she said she started crying. She felt misunderstood. The government said, what did Diddy text to you? They got this text in court, y'all. The text says that he wrote, what's going to happen if I come over tonight? Question mark. She said, I said, do you want me to be alone? I can arrange that. I wrote back, he was supposed to see his mother. In air quotes, I meant another woman. He wanted a party. What the hell? This nigga Diddy this nigga Diddy is crazy. Bro, this nigga is being investigated by the feds for all that shit Cassie said he was doing. Nigga, you turn around after the lawsuit with Cassie, after being invested by the feds from Cassie. Nigga, and you still freaking off. Oh my God, bro. That nigga got an addiction, bro. Diddy has a wild, nasty, disgusting addiction to sex, using sex workers, seeing other dudes put beefcake and pipe in his chicks. That nigga have a sad addiction, bro. He addicted to that whole lifestyle. Diddy addicted to them drugs. He addicted to that lifestyle. That nigga is demonic for real, bro. Bro, there ain't no way you could tell me you being investigated by the feds, nigga. You just you just paid $20 million on a lawsuit. What do you do? Instead of you sitting your ass down, nigga, you continue to break the law, flying prostitutes across state lines for sex. That nigga is crazy. Sean Diddy Combs is crazy, man. He's crazy. He's crazy. Hold on, y'all. Man, I'm telling y'all this, man. Damn, y'all. Damn. Unbelievable stuff, y'all. Man, this nigga Diddy, man. He can't blame nobody but himself, man. That nigga still talking about he want to party and shit, man. That nigga crazy, man. That nigga ain't got no brains, bro. You on them drugs, bro. When you on them drugs, man, drugs will do it to you, bro. So the government says, what did Diddy ask? She said, Diddy wanted me to sign something for him so he could have closure. I thought he meant so I wouldn't be a threat. The government said, have you ever sent Diddy a demand letter for money? She says, no. Sean said, you're making your own money. So everybody who's saying, oh yeah, she's trying to sue him, she never even tried to sue this nigga. She never tried to sue him. The government says, what did you reply to Diddy? She said, I told Diddy, I said, I'm working on paying off my debt after being on call, unfocused. The government said, how did you get into debt when you were dating a millionaire who gave you thousands? Diddy's lawyer said, objection. Judge says, sustained. Diddy's lawyer did not want that to be revealed. Whatever they were going to ask, they did not want that to be revealed. They did not want that. Diddy's lawyers objected that. They did not want that to be revealed, whatever she was going to say. That was a great question, too. Ann Jones, you say that's why you chose to be single, ma'am? Let me say this to you. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're from. And you probably didn't think I was going to respond to your comment today. I'll put something on your mind, though, ma'am. Never have a negative thought process. It's always something that's good out here for you. You know, just open your mind and open your heart. Something good will come to you. When you close your mind and you close your heart, you close your opportunity. Never block your blessings. I'm just going to leave it to you like that. But never block your blessings. Because when you put yourself in that mindset, the tongue is a powerful thing, right? So here's the thing, right? Seek and you'll find. So if you want a good man, that good man's going to come into your life. You just have to, a lot of people speak things into their life. The tongue is a powerful thing. So if you speak negativity, the negativity is gonna come to you. You understand what I'm saying? If you speak positivity, the positive things will come to you. You know. So always be positive. That's just my point to you. Things will work out for you. You know. But I don't think you should feel like that because not all people are bad. For example, some men think all women are bad. But are you a bad woman? Answer that question. Are you a bad woman? Or are you a good woman? Are you a person who respects your man, all these other things. Ask yourself, right? And you gotta understand, well, just because you had a divorce, it doesn't mean that that's it. Your life is over. You know, some people want to make it seem like that. They want to make it seem like because you had a divorce, your life is over. Nobody wants you. They want you to feel defeated. You understand what I'm saying? You can't ever feel defeated as a person. You understand? Matter of fact, you should always feel confident. You should have the most confidence. You feel what I'm saying? Within yourself at all times. You know what I mean? And so always keep yourself up. Always keep a good attitude. Always stay positive. You know, good things going to happen. Because you never know when it's going to happen. I mean, you could just walk into a grocery store and it happens. You know what I mean? You drop something, man come and help you pick it up, and that's the man of your dreams you ain't even was looking for. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, um, that's what's up. Anyways, though, uh, man, bro, they objected that. That was a crazy objection. The government said, "What did you write?" She said, "I said I'm tired. You can't even make it to 2 years without bringing it up to me, right?" The government said, "What did Diddy say here?" She said, "Bear, my colleague, I said I hate living in fear. The roof over my head was just gonna come off." So she's saying she was living in fear that Diddy was just gonna take her home. You know what I mean? You said it sounded like something from a romantic comedy. Nah, it's something that's real. It's something that can really happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally could be going out. Let me tell you something. This woman right here, Ann Jones, she's talking that stuff. She literally could be outside in a blizzard, car breakdown in the middle of the road. Some good guy stops to help her, helps her fix her car when thousands of other people pass her by on the highway, right? And that may be the guy that may be the guy she's looking for of her dreams. But if you close your mindset to it, if you close your eyes, you close your brain, and you shut down and you completely close to that idea, you might miss a blessing for you. So you never do that. You always keep your mindset open. You know what I mean? Again, always keep your mind open. You feel me? And don't put everybody in the same box all the time. You know, some people do that. Somebody will do you wrong, and then you'll put everybody else in the wrong box. You feel me? Just use your last lesson as a better lesson on how to read people and read situations. You understand? That way, when you go into, or if you ever get into another situation, you've already got experience to where you can read a situation, whether it's going to be serious, whether it's not going to be serious. You know, but if you just shut down, what happened is this: you'll shut down, you'll stop losing confidence in yourself, you'll let yourself go, and in 3 to 5 years, you're gone. You know what I mean? But if you don't, if you keep that utmost confidence in yourself, because see, that's what you always got to have. Just as a person, men and women, you got to have confidence in yourself. Once you lose that confidence, game over. You can't lose that confidence. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Right? So, yeah, you know, I had to drop some positive words on you. You know what I mean? You can't be walking around here just all defeated. You can't ever be defeated. You understand what I'm saying? You always got to be encouraged. Never be discouraged. You feel me? Because remember this, somebody's situation is worse. That's the truth. Somebody going through a worse situation. Right? All right, you guys. So it goes on, man. And this thing is crazy, man. So watch this, y'all. Oh, shucks. Unbelievable, man. I was wrong. Hold on. So she says, I asked, did you tell Robin, that's his accountant, to cut it off? He said, you make your own money. The government said, did he continue to pay your rent? She said, yeah, he kept paying. The government said, did you learn his houses were searched? She said, yes. And HSI came to my house. The government said, who hired you a lawyer? She said, Diddy. The government says, is Diddy still paying for your lawyer now? She said, yes, he done. This nigga paying for her lawyer. She on the stand. She ain't got no reason to lie. He's over with. He's over with. It's over. Peep what I just said. She on the stand right now and Diddy paying for her house and a lawyer. He didn't think she was going to get on that stand. Now, we got to see who's paying for Gina's lawyer. Woo! Man. Unbelievable, bro. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for the kids, bro. The government says, did you talk to Sly after the 2024 searches? She said, yes. He called and said he had a tape and intended to release it bit by bit on the dark web. Oh my God. The sex worker called after the raids. So all that talk about people threatening to sell sex tapes was true. That shit was true. She said he called and threatened. Oh my God. God. Oh my God. The government said, I asked Sly how he got the video. He said that Diddy picked up his phone and recorded with it. I asked Sly how much he wanted. He said he wanted $10,000. I told Diddy that Cable just tried to extort me. Diddy was crying. She said, what did Diddy say? The government says, she answered, he said get legal on it. The government said, did you speak with Cable? She said, yes. I told him that this was sextortion and I would not talk with him. Then a media company called me and said they bought the tape. And did I have a comment? I fainted. And she burst into tears again. And she says, we had to control the situation. They wasn't lying when they said people was buying those sex tapes, bro. Oh my God. She just confirmed that there was sex tapes. And now that media company is in trouble too. Because now that media company has been outed for buying that sex tape. Oh my God. And the sex workers sold the sex tape. Oh, what in the blue hell? Oh my God. Oh my God. They said that the media has seen some of these sex tapes. They said it. And everybody said they was lying. There ain't nobody got no sex tapes. Well, they just said it was true. Sex tapes were being sold on the black web, on the dark web, I should say. Lord have mercy, man. And it goes on, y'all. It goes on. The government said, did that media company ever publish the video? And I think I know who that media company is with their cap and ass. I ain't going to say their name. But if I was to bet a lot of money, I think I know who that media company is. If I had $1 million bet, I'm not going to say no names. But if I had $1 million bet, I think I know who that media company is that bought that tape. And that media company, woo, it may be in major trouble. Oh my God. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. She said the media company never published the video. The government says, do you know why? She says, no, I don't know. She says, then the hotel video of Sean and Kathy came out. I was with Diddy in Miami. The government said, how did you first learn of that video? She said, there was a knock on my door. Oh my God. Oh my God. Then she says, Diddy was called out. I went down and everybody was talking. It was the 2-star mansion. The government said, what happened? She said that Diddy was huddled with his team and his family. I was just giving everyone space. Later, we had a huddle, and his sons were involved. Oh my God. They don't got the sons in this now? This shit about to be crazy work. Oh, what the how the feds flipped her. The feds flipped this girl. The feds, I knew the feds flipped her. The feds flipped her because Diddy is paying for her lawyer. She didn't want to go to prison. The feds came and told her, if you don't come up here and testify the truth, you're going to prison with him. Diddy's paying her lawyer. The indictment was sealed for his co-defendants. So Diddy could not be told legally who his co-defendants were. So Diddy, in my opinion, was blindly paying her rent, blindly paying for her lawyer, hoping, praying that she would get the message. But she chose not to go to prison over Sean Diddy Combs. And that's why she's testifying against him. Any other way, she would not have testified against that dude. And everybody that think that these women just jumped up and testified against Diddy, no. These women were co-defendants who were down in plays, who were being used and abused, but who also were down with some of these plays and committed crimes against the law, and the feds bust their ass. And what the feds did was they came in here and they gave everybody a certain situation. People who didn't have priors, they gave immunity. If you have priors, they probably gave you a plea deal with a sweet deal, which pretty much probably everybody except for maybe 1 or 2 people took. And Diddy was offered a plea deal. Said no. So everybody's saying, oh, why only Diddy? Because he's the only dumb son of a snitch that took his ass up there. and tried to fight the case when he was given a plea deal. Everybody else said, I'm going to get down. Diddy told the feds, you're going to have to lay me down. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. Man down. Man down. She said Diddy's sons were involved. The government said, huddle for what? She says they huddled up to come up with an apology. He showed me a draft of what he would say on social media. The government said, did you read it? She said he addressed Cassie by name in the draft. I saw. I felt it was more heartfelt. I thought that it was good enough. The government said, did you later or talk later one-on-one with Diddy about the video? She said, yes. She said, Diddy said that Cassie had hit him too. And then I was told that Christina Korm was coming and I had to go into the other room. I did, and I went back to LA. The government says, do you recognize this apology? And she said, Sean's Instagram apology? Diddy and his apology did not mention Cassie's name. They pre-huddled up, him and the whole family, to do that apology where he said Cassie's name. But then when he put the video out, he scratched that. Man. Oh my God, bro, this is crazy work. Crazy work, bro. Oh, shucks. Bro, bro, we still got more time of this, bro. This is crazy. Man. What? Cynthia, salute to you in the Cash App. $50 donation. I appreciate you. Much love. Oh, and if y'all want to donate, the Cash App PayPal link is pinned at the top of the chat. Salute to everybody that's tapped in. Appreciate all y'all. See, I'm going to tell y'all something. This girl got caught up because anybody that was involved in those free calls, they were aiding and abetting. They're part of a crime. Period. Anybody that was involved in any of the free calls, where they were bringing in drugs, sex workers, and these other things, they are helping commit crimes. So they should all, and they will have all been implicated. Think about that. So if anybody's ever told you, hey man, I've been to a free call, I did that, and there was sex workers there, flying from state to state being paid, there were drugs there, all these other things, and they were there assisting, aiding, and abetting, game over. Because some people were bringing drugs, some people were bringing some of the workers in, all this. Bro, you're part of a criminal conspiracy. That's where the RICO comes in. Think about that. That's crazy work. So when everybody's talking about, oh man, how these chicks getting off? Man, listen, this girl was never supposed to testify, in my opinion. I think the feds ran down on her and made her testify. And they did exactly what I told y'all they was going to do. Remember I told y'all they was going to play Diddy's apology in the courtroom? Remember I told y'all that? They was going to play Diddy's apology? When he said, I make no excuses, he said nothing about Cassie hitting him. He said, I make no excuses. And they played it to the jury, his apology. And Diddy says, disgusting. I have asked God for his mercy and grace. I'm truly sorry. The government says, how do you feel about that? She says, I was disappointed. I felt there was no heart. Diddy's lawyer says, hey, let's have a sidebar. He done, bro. Bro, you paid for a lawyer. She on the stand. They broke her in an interrogation room, man. They probably told her, look, you looking at 15. I'm telling y'all this. She was helping in the RICO because she already admitted to getting this nigga drugs and bringing them drugs. That's a part of the RICO, right? She admitted to bringing this man these things. She admitted to help getting the sex workers. So she's in the RICO and she's in the transportation, solicitation, and prostitution. This girl was looking at 15 to 20 years easy. Fed time off those two charges. Off those two charges, she's looking 15, 20 years easy. RICO, prostitution. She was like, I can't do that time. Nope. And see, Diddy was paying for her lawyers. Diddy couldn't talk to her because all these people were sealed. All the co-defendants were sealed. So Diddy could not talk. He could not have no communication. That was all Diddy could do was pay her bills and pay her lawyer and hope she wouldn't say nothing. But the feds got her in that room, man. They got her in that room, bro. They got her in that room and they said, look, I don't give a damn who paying for your lawyer. If you don't come in here and testify and tell the truth about your role and everything that happened within this situation, you are going to be implicated and you are going to prison right alongside him. She had to testify. And that's what I told everybody. Her and Cassie. Everybody acting like, oh, well, Cassie ain't innocent. Nobody said she was. Cassie got charged too. Here's the thing. Cassie and them took immunity deals. Cassie was like, man, ain't no way, shit. Ain't no way you gonna put me in jail. You gonna give me a deal to give everything I got up on this dude? Yeah. I'm gonna do it. Yep. They didn't set her up. They did not set her up. To the girl who said they set her up, they did not set her up. How can you set her up? They didn't make her commit the crimes. She did it on her own free will. All they did was went, arrested her, and basically told her, look, this is what we know you was a part of. This is what we know you was doing. Blah, 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 blah. You got two choices. You can either be a co-defendant or you can be a witness or a victim, period. She chose to be a witness and a victim. Point blank period. It's that easy, bro. It's like a chart. Diddy's at the top of the food chain. Everybody else are underdogs. That's exactly what it is. Hold on, y'all. That's exactly what it is, you guys. So when y'all look at it like that. Diddy didn't know who his co-defendants was because this was all sealed to him. Remember, he's in prison. They won't let him out. He can't move. He can't find out, or he's in jail. They won't let him out on bail. He can't find out who's testifying against him. He can't talk with nobody. He can't do nothing. He can't move. So the last thing he wanted to do is stop paying her rent, stop paying her bills so she could testify against him. Clear giveaway. He's done. Clear giveaway. He's done. Because if he would have just stopped paying her bills and stopped paying her lawyer fee, and they went to court and said, "Oh, when you start testifying, did he stop paying you?" Boop. They got him. They got him. And now Diddy's lawyer up here screaming about a sidebar. Nah, it's too late for that. Y'all up out of here. Too late for that, buddy. Y'all smash the like button too. We should have over 3,000 likes, man. Right? Shout out to Jennifer Brown in the Cash App the donation. Salute to you. Looking all good. I see you, girl. Salute to you. Do your thing. Real talk. Long hair don't care, girl. Salute to you. Man, bro. That's crazy, bro. Damn, this thing don't got so bad, y'all. Diddy's lawyers are irate, everybody. Diddy's lawyers. Oh, shucks. So the judge asked the government, can I get a proffer as to relevance? She says, if I can't compare the drafts, I'll strike the last question about comparing the drafts. Diddy's lawyer says, we want all those questions stricken. uh, Diddy's lawyers want to strike all those questions from the record, bro. Oh, man, they're toast, bro. Them niggas is toast. They toast, dog. They toast for real, bro. This is not a messy trial. The only thing that's messy is Diddy. That's it. Him and them chicks. They the only things that's messy. Them chicks, and them sex workers. They the only ones that's messy. Point blank period. Point blank period. They the only ones that's messy. I think I know that company. I think I know that company that bought that video. I think I know. Again, I think I know the company that bought that video. I'm not gonna say no names. I think I know. Oh man, that company for buying that type of video, that company could be implicated in crimes. Because when you buy that type of video, even though they didn't put it out there, the fact that they bought that video on the dark market, on the dark web, man, and that's basically almost what you call a revenge porn type of video. That's illegal. That's illegal. That's it. But I got a great idea of who I think it is. This is going to be funny to see if they report on this. Are they going to report on this? Whatever media company it is. Inquiring minds would like to know. Are you guys going to report on this? Inquiring minds would like to know. Diddy's lawyer says, I advise not to name Cassie as she might be a grand jury witness. So privilege, says Diddy's lawyer. The government says, our next question about Diddy's violent assault on Jane and forcing her to have sex with an entertainer while still injured goes to state of mind. So Diddy, he did violently assault this girl. So right now, you didn't hear about violence. You did not hear about violence. You did not hear about violence, right? You did not hear about violence. Man. You know what's going to happen, y'all? Everybody going to start snitching to try to get ahead of this, try to keep themselves out of the line of fire. Everybody going to start snitching now. Everybody going to start snitching. Oh, I know this, I know that. Try to keep themselves safe. Man, you never know who else the feds may be looking at now. They might try and go pack up everybody that's involved. You don't know how many more situations they know about, who else they on. You just don't know now. Crazy work. Crazy work. But this thing that sticks out with me the most is the media company. Who is the media company? I want to find out. I want to find out who that media company is. that bought that sex tape on the dark web, which is illegal. Whoa, I'm a gangster lean ya. Whoa. And people were saying, for people who think it's CNN, no, CNN did not buy no sex tape on no dark web. Not CNN. They're not doing it. They're not risking that type of network to do that. It has to be one of them sleazy networks. Man. It's a few sleazy networks. I think it has to be one of those sleazy networks. They're willing to get their hands dirty and a lot of other things dirty in order to get information. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. So how about this? Let's see if and which sleazy media outlets report on that. Oh, man, bro. Oh, my God, bro. Crazy work, man. Crazy work, brother. Is that why a lot of stuff starting to make sense now? A lot of stuff starting to make sense. So everybody's watching this video. A lot of stuff's making sense now. The pieces all fit. Crazy. Oh, yeah, man. Crazy work. I'm not gonna say any names. I see y'all keep trying to say stuff. I'm not gonna say no names. But I have a name in particular that I'm thinking about a lot right now. And I told you guys, I think a lot of people are going to start snitching on different things that happen to try to get ahead of the story so that they too aren't future implicated in any crimes. They'll try to seem like they're trying to help. Oh, yeah. See, like, share, subscribe, everybody. This right here is getting man, bro. And we still haven't gotten to the grand finale. Smash the like button, y'all. Like button is free. We haven't even got to the grand finale, y'all. We haven't even got out to the grand finale. Jamal Wright, salute to you in the Cash App. He says Trump said he'll consider pardoning Diddy. No, he didn't. He didn't say he'll consider doing it. Trump says that he is going to potentially look at the case if he feels like Diddy was done unfair. He never said anything about considering that he will pardon Diddy. So you're a liar, sir. Never said anything about that. And what he'll probably do is run a poll and see how many people across America have disdain for Diddy. And when he sees that most of America does not like this guy, you got a lot of, like I said before, but a lot of people don't like this guy. Then, see what's going on. Right? Mm-hmm. What up, y'all? It's going down. It's definitely going down, y'all. Oh, everybody talking about this thing online right now. Everybody's talking about it. This man Diddy got to be the dumbest dude in America, bro. Dumbest dude in America, bro. Dumbest dude in America. I'll be damn, bro. I want y'all to think about this. Think about what I just said to y'all. This man Diddy had already been raided, and he knows the feds were raiding his home and doing an investigation into him. This nigga thought he was so above the law that he didn't stop committing crimes. He continued to commit crimes even after the feds were preparing to arrest him. Crazy work. Man, Diddy got some real problems, bro. God, dog, man. How could you still be freaking off after you've already been investigated? After you was already raided, bro. Are you serious? Are you serious? Man, ain't no way, man. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way, bro. I don't think Trump's gonna pardon Diddy. Not after what Diddy said about Trump. I don't think he's gonna do it. I think Trump take that shit personal. You seen what happened with Elon Musk? What Elon Musk just said? You think Trump will bail Elon Musk out if he got arrested today? Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. Right? Remember what he said? Or did y'all forget what he said? I think y'all forgot what he said. What up, y'all? All right, hold on 1 second.
And in the case itself, it says and it was revealed that Combs was actually in New York during the Bad Boy reunion tour at the time she claimed the incident happened. Joining me to discuss the latest in the Diddy trials is one of the best legal minds in America, as far as I'm concerned. Legal analyst extraordinaire for ABC News. Obviously, hosts Sports Center on ESPN as well. My buddy, the one and only Ryan Smith. What's up, man? How are you? Hey, man. Good to talk to you. How you doing? Let's get right to it. I'm good, man. It's just that it's just crazy to me, all of this Diddy stuff. We just keep hearing more and more stuff. It's hard to listen to be honest with you. But what do you make of the testimony of the witness who says she was dangled over the balcony of her apartment? How incriminating is that against Diddy? Yeah, Anna, that's really important for the prosecution's case. Why? even though she wasn't somebody who said she was assaulted by him sexually, this shows the violent tendencies that the prosecution is saying Diddy has. That this is what women were afraid of. That this is why he had this threat of violence held over people. Because when you look at it from the prosecution's eyes, if he could dangle somebody off a balcony, imagine what he might have threatened to do to Cassie if she didn't engage in the free calls, or to Jane with what she's talking about with the hotel nights. Showing that and showing what happened for the prosecution is like saying, this is how dangerous this man is. When the judge threatened to remove him and exclude him from trial because he thought his facial expressions and what have you were influencing the jury, how big of a deal is that, if it is a big deal at all? Yeah, I think that's huge. Because if the jury walks in one day and they don't see Diddy there, they wonder why. And they can't necessarily be told why, or the judge will give them an instruction, but won't maybe not tell them all the details. But it goes to, if you're on that jury, you're thinking, wait, why is there a change here? And any change, I think, in this case involving Diddy is bad for the defense. So with Diddy, the accusation is that he's nodding to the jury. And here's the thing. When you're a defendant, you cannot interact with the jury. Why? Because that makes it seem like you're trying to influence them in some way. Here's Diddy with this power. People know him. They know of him. And if he's looking straight at you, juror number 12, and he's nodding, don't believe that. I'm not saying I know that he did that per se, but when you talk about nodding for judges and for courtroom watchers, that's somebody trying to send an indication to somebody on the jury saying, believe this or don't believe this, which could influence their decision. So in a way, the judge has to clamp down on that immediately. Right. Well, damn right. I mean, he got to sit there for weeks. He can't smile. He can't smirk. He can't nod his head. I mean, for weeks at a time. Isn't that an impossible task to expect from a defendant, where you can't have any kind of bodily communication whatsoever, affirming or denying anything? Is that not a bit unreasonable? It's reasonable to be able to have a reaction to things, but to be turning to the jury and reacting to them is borderline influencing them. And that's the last thing you want. You want these jurors to be able to make any decision they want to make based on the evidence they're hearing, not based on the defendant looking at them, telling them, believe that, don't believe that. The thing here is, Stephen A., we don't know exactly what he was doing in that courtroom. If he's turning and nodding and making indications to them, that's off limits. You can't do that. And before trial, his defense team would have told him, hey, you can't make statements or do things to the jury or have loud outbursts, because they know that the judge will clamp down, because the judge doesn't want the jury being influenced. But having reactions, being upset or being mad or crying or scribbling a note to your lawyer, that kind of stuff is affected. Keep that, though, away from turning to the jury and trying to send an indication to them. And again, we don't know what Diddy was actually doing in that courtroom or what he might have been trying to do, but the judge has to look at that and say, any way in which you're reacting, turning to them and making a motion is potentially trying to say to them, don't believe this, believe that, and possibly influencing their decision. You can't have that. My next question is going to be, just as a treat to throw out to Diddy supporters out there, because just like R. Kelly had his supporters, Diddy's got his, and you have a lot of people that have been listening to you and others talk about what's going on during this trial, reporting accurately on what's actually transpiring in the courtroom and in the case itself. It says, damn, everybody's pointing the finger at Diddy. I mean, what about these other witnesses? What are they saying? How did we know they're telling the truth? Et cetera, et cetera. I'll give you the latest example. Diddy's defense team proved that Diddy wasn't there. The defense actually provided receipts and asked the woman if he could be in two places at once.
Now, see, that's the thing. You said Diddy provided receipts. Anybody could have had those receipts. What are you talking about? I mean that Diddy had those receipts. And then in that girl's lawsuit, she didn't say on that day. She said on or about that day. So Stephen A. Snitch, not going to work. Why do I say that? Because her paperwork's right there. And her paperwork says on or about, which gives her days of leeway, either day, either way. So, sir, Diddy's motion for mistrial will be rejected, because in the girl's lawsuit, she says on or about September the 26th, 2016. She didn't lock herself in. And just because Diddy said he was in New York and in a hotel doesn't mean he was. Just because you got a breakfast bill doesn't mean he was there. Somebody else could have been there and got the breakfast bill, and Diddy could have been out on a flight. You know how I know? Same thing Kurt Burrows said similar that Diddy did when they was in L.A. Diddy went and got on the flight and got the hell up out of there and left all the other people over there. I'm just saying. You got Lear jets and all these other things. I don't trust that dude, man, at all. Don't trust him, right? Yeah, what up, y'all? We just waiting on the update from the courthouse, right? Hold on. All right, you guys. Let's see what's going on. Let me see. Man. Hold on, y'all. What? She fainted again? Hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. All right. Um, all right. Bro, they're gonna finish this thing out with a bang, bro. I got a feeling, bro. I got a feeling, you guys, they're gonna finish this thing out with a bang. All right, you guys. Man, bro. Diddy ass, man. Bro, this shit is crazy. Man, you paying for a lawyer, bro. And she on the stand testifying against you, nigga. So the government says, I can play the video again and avoid any privilege issues. The judge says, okay, cool. Bring the jury back in right now. So the apology video is being played again. Diddy says, I was effed up. I hit rock bottom. I sought out professional help. I'm going to therapy. I'm going to rehab and shit. Fake ass apology, man. Man, bro. Jamal Wright says, Tiki, you're actually wishing D on Diddy. No, I did not. I never did that, sir. What are you talking about? You putting words in my mouth, brother? I see you in the cash app. What you talking about, dog? I said I wish he spends the rest of his life in prison, nigga. How did you get that confused with anything else? I hope he spends the rest of his life in prison. Diddy spent most of his life demonizing people, beating on people, disrespecting people, right? How many situations that dudes had to take the fall for him? Shine did a whole bit in prison, nigga. Shut your ass up. Don't nobody want to hear none of them crocodile tears you got, nigga. Nigga, you over here taking up for Diddy, a dude who rubbed bust all over his chest, man. Get out of here, bro, and then licks it, man. That's the how you on, Jamal? Funny face ass, country bumpkin ass nigga. The government says, Jane, what did you understand he was referring to? She said the hotel elevator lobby video. The government said the next time you saw Diddy, June the 18th, 2024, where did you see him? She said at home in LA. We had a date night in the house. Jonathan came to help us set up. This nigga in June, y'all, after the Cassie lawsuit, still doing freak offs. Still doing freak offs. Right? R30 said, you people hating on Diddy are the ones who saw him in the street. I never seen Diddy in the street. I never asked him for a photograph, bro. I don't move with no celebrities like that, man. Sitting up here begging for no celebrity. That shit don't mean nothing to me, bro. You got money, you don't got money. That's the difference between celebrities, bro. You have money or you don't have money. Period, bro. If you had $1 million tomorrow, people would respect you. You think that's cool? Nah, I want a motherfucker to respect me because of how I move. I want a person to respect me because of my mindset, of my mentality, because I show love to people. Right? Jamal Wright in the Cash App said rest of his life in prison, fool. That's yeah, he should spend the rest of his life in prison. It ain't my fault the nigga 56 years old. So I'm just giving him the years that he put torture on everybody. So if Diddy was out here torturing people for 30 years, he should get 30 years in prison. Nigga, you don't agree with that? Jamal Wright, you don't agree with that? Like I said, nigga, get no fucking pass around here. The hell wrong with you people? All them other people he destroyed, lives he helped destroy, they ain't get no pass. Y'all niggas crazy as hell. Your morals is twisted. Your mentality is twisted. You ain't nothing but a street rat. That's it. And that's why this world is in the direction it's headed. So, the government said, well, what did Jonathan do? Cassie said, no, not Cassie, excuse me. Victim number 2 said, he put some candles around the home, decorated with red lights, made the environment cozy. The government said, was the plan to have an entertainer? She said, no, it wasn't the plan. I wore a long brown dress. I opened our patio, which has a really nice view. Diddy was in this joint, still busting down James after the whole Cassie joint. But, you know, Jamal, I don't expect nothing different from you, bro. Jamal Wright says he haven't unalived anyone, bruh, deserved L. You said what? Bruh, to deserve L. No, bro, you're not hearing me. When I say life, nigga, Diddy's 56 years old. So he can go to prison for 25 years. That's a life sentence, basically, nigga. That's what I'm saying. right? Right? So, peep what I'm saying. You know, point blank period. Gotta go, man. When you demonize people, when you do all these things that Diddy have done to people, bro, nobody want to hear all this shit, man. Nobody want to hear all that, bro. Nobody want to hear all that, bro. You taking up for Diddy, bro. Jamal, let me ask you a question. Would you let a dude bust on you and lick it up? Because you taking up for Diddy, and that's what he do. He let dudes bust on him, and then he licks it up. So I'm asking you a question. Would you do that, sir? Is that what you do? You let dudes bust on you and lick it up? I'm just asking. You ain't got to get mad at me or nothing like that. I'm just asking you, sir. Because that's who you taking up for. You taking up for a dude who like to get bust on and then licks it up with his tongue after he mixed the juices together. I'm just saying, Jamal, keep it real, bro. You ain't keeping it real, brother. That's a nasty nigga, man. That nigga don't deserve no respect. He don't deserve to get stalled out. He ain't stalled nobody else out. Why he deserve to get stalled out? He ain't stalled nobody else out. But you wouldn't give him a pass. Itty bitty ditty. Nah, nigga, we ain't finna do that, nigga. I'm sorry, bro. He said freak offs don't deserve life in prison. Nah, but sex trafficking, along with solicitation and prostitution, along with racketeering, does, sir. I see you in the cash app, but yes, sir, Jamal. Jamal, I'm gonna tell you something. Because I'm getting a feeling from you, bro. If that's what you feeling, bro, if you really want to freak off with Diddy, bro, just take your ass on down to the Metropolitan Detention Center, bro. I'm pretty sure they'll open the door and let you go right on in. Just tell them which cell that you know what I'm saying, want to go to with Diddy. And I'm pretty sure they can make that happen for you. Since you love sniffing his jockstrap, right? All right, you guys. Yeah, he out here taking up for somebody who get bust all over their chest, man. Come on, bro. What we doing, man? This man literally got bust all over his chest and licks it up. And you sitting over here telling me, hey, man, see, y'all ain't right now, nigga. You ain't right, nigga. Something wrong with your mind, nigga. My mind is fine. You got serious problems. All right, y'all. So I see you ain't got nothing else to say, brother. I see you don't got nothing else to say, so you got cooked, Jamal. Oh, no, you do. Oh, you got something else to say? You said, so where is, what you call it? I guess that's a lot. No, that's just different cases, bro. You know? What are you talking about, bro? Everybody ain't in this. You don't see a lot of people involved in this one, bro. This is they're dealing with a different time frame, like different cases, different situations. You gotta understand that too, dog. Hold on, y'all. I ain't never seen niggas, bro. I swear, if you want some baby oil, bro, you need some Johnson and Johnson, bro. So the government says, did you and Diddy get into an argument? She says yes. We had champagne and some tequila. I started confronting him about who he was with on his family trip to Utah. Remember when Diddy went to Utah, y'all, and got caught on that raft with that girl? Remember? Diddy was on that jump with that on that raft with that girl in Utah, and that picture went viral. This is after the Cassie lawsuit. There was a picture that leaked out of Diddy. He was rafting. He had went to a trip in Utah, and there was a girl on that trip. She was with Diddy. I mean, Diddy stayed with them. Diddy had a little, I can't remember, she was an Asian girl, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? She had that. You know? Nah, R30. I've never flown a 304 to the crib, sir. Ever. Never. I've never flown a chick. I've never flown a chick nowhere. Every chick I date in my life have always had a job. So you're wrong. Anyways, she said, let me see. Let me see. Hold on. What does she say? Hold on. Let me see. Where was that sentence at? It just said it right here. Oh, okay, here you go. So it says here, yeah, she said they had some champagne and tequila. And she said I started confronting him about who he was with on a family trip to Utah. The government says, what did you say to Diddy? She said, I said that you are, oh man. Oh, it's over, nigga. It's over. Oh, they did it. I can't believe they did this shit. Oh my God. No. She called this mo for a PD effort. It's over. Oh, in open court. She said she told Diddy, you a PD effort. He was 25 or more years older. Oh my Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my, I can see the headlines now. Oh my God. What? What? Oh man. From the rafters. Oh my God. She said, I said, if a girl can't buy her own drinks, what makes you interested in her? I believe she was under 21. The government said, but did you believe she was older than 18? She said, yeah, I pushed his head into the marble. The government said, then what? She said, I started throwing candles and glass. I was angry. Man, she says, he was probably cursing and calling me crazy. I wanted to lock myself in the master bedroom. The government said, he touched you? She said, not yet. I locked the bedroom door, but he kicked it down. Then he kicked down the bathroom door off the hinges. Oh my God. From the rafters, man. What? She called Diddy a PDFer? Oh my God. Wow. In open court. Wow. Does this set up? Oh my God. I thought the judge wouldn't. Man. Oh my God. I noticed one media group It's not putting up all these updates. Man, what's a PDFer? A PEDOFILE. Now spell it out. Man. Oh my God, bro. You said that to that man? That girl knows she was asking for it, man. Man. You said that the itty bitty Diddy? Man, ain't no way, man. Said that the itty bitty Diddy. Lord have mercy. Wow, y'all. Flabbergasted. Man. Let's keep going, man. Pay attention to the details, y'all. What? No objections, y'all. Jamal writing in Cash App says, are we going to see Braun in this trial? Hey, bro, man, I ain't got no magic wand, man. Why is you worried about him? You hear about him? You in love with dude, huh? Just say you in love with that dude, bruh. Just say you in love with that dude, bruh. You come in here mentioning him, bruh. This man in the Cash App mentioning it. You love dude like that, dog? Man, bro, some of y'all people's crazy as hell, man. Wow, bro. Wow. And that picture is up on social media. It's been on social media. That picture with that girl on that boat, on that raft. Wow, bro. Oh. And everybody's mad at her popping off on Diddy after Diddy don't popped off on 1,000 people. Everybody trying to feel bad for that. I don't feel bad for that nigga. Now after all the people he beat up, I don't feel bad for him. Man, bro. Crazy work. Oh, so she says that Diddy kicked his way into the closet. She says she tried to run, but Diddy kicked her and put her in a chokehold and cut off her oxygen so she couldn't breathe. She says, I went to the front door into a wall 6 blocks away. The government said, how long did you hide there? She said, I hid there for 2 hours. Then I went back and I saw him. Damn. Bro, we got another whole hour testimony, bro. This is crazy. Bro, this is crazy work, bro. Bro, this is only victim number 2. I think they got another victim coming up. Wow, bro. This shit is crazy, bro. Jamal Wright and Casher say he's tired of the lies. Well, ain't no lies on Diddy. I mean, they got Diddy red-handed, sir. I mean, they got that nigga red-handed. They got him on tape, and they got this nigga. Like I said, they got him getting the prostitutes. They got him on. They got him red-handed, sir. So when you say you're tired of the lies, you can't be talking about Diddy because they got him red-handed. He's red-handed. Jamal, just say that you one of these, say that you one of these Bookman type of, you know what I'm saying? You just say, you want to be like Bookman, man. Bookman drink that bath water, nigga. I mean, see how much dramatic it is when the girl says she hit Diddy first after Diddy don't beat the hell out of all these women. Now all of a sudden, hey man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. 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 Man, people crazy as hell. I'm telling y'all need to something. I told y'all, dudes like Jamal, man, he giving his knees for Diddy, man. Shout out to Johnny Ranger, my boy, in the cash check coming through that 20 spot. He said, peace, love, and respect, my man. All here now, man. Salute, brother. I appreciate you, dog. Always tapping in, showing love. That other dude, he get on his knees, my nigga. Jamal, he on his knees, bro. That nigga, I think, Jamal, I'm going to tell you something, bro. I seriously think you'll do anything for Diddy, bro. I think that if Diddy told you to come to his room, you'll do it. I'm just being honest with you, bro. Because you, sir, something really wrong with you, bro. I think if Diddy told you to come to the room, that's what you'll do. I think you'll go take your ass right to that room. And then I think the thing you'll do next is, after you go to the room, I think the next thing you'll do is I believe that you would sit up there after going to the room, right, and stare at him. Shout out to Jamal in the Cash App. He says lies on they say he involved in this Diddy mess. He's been named in lawsuits, brother. What are you talking about? He's been named in lawsuits. What are you talking about? He's been named in lawsuits as being a witness, bro. Can't get mad at me. Go get mad at the person who named him in the lawsuit, bro. They said they seen him in a robe, in a bath towel, and they allege that he had a shaving kit in his hand with some shower shoes and a towel, and walking around Diddy's crib. Man, come on, bro. You get mad at me? I didn't accuse him of that. They put that nigga in a lawsuit as a witness. You will come on here and get mad at me for what? And you ain't even answer my question about what would you do for Diddy, man? Nigga, Jamal, what would you do for a Klondike bar, nigga? What would you do for a Klondike bar? That's my question to you. You the type of dude, you'll just probably bite right into it. Oh, man. Or would you lick the cream filling in the middle? Just keep it real, dog. All right, you guys. Salute everybody. Somebody said the Tootsie Roll. The Tootsie Roll, y'all. Yeah, don't do the Tootsie Roll, man. The Tootsie Roll, man. Jamal probably sucked the Tootsie Roll dry. Hey, Jamal, how many Tootsie Rolls did you eat when you was a kid, bro? Did you eat a lot? All right, you guys. Shout out to Tori in the cash chat with the donation. He said Jamal dream of free calls with LeBron. Man, listen, bro. That nigga probably got goddamn heart-shaped draws on right now. I'm telling you, bro. I think he got on heart-shaped draws. Man, he probably got on the joints that you can open up right there in the front for easy access. Yeah, that's what he doing, dog. Hey, so they say, she said that Diddy kicked in the guest bedroom door. Dang. She says, I was throwing glasses and candles at him. She said, I shouted that I hate you. She said he started punching her in the head and saying all kind of things. And he said, the government said, saying what was he saying? She said he was saying that I was trying to keep him away from his kids. Man. Oh, did he? Jamal Rice says, I got a wife, man. I don't play them games. So why is you taking up for Diddy, man? Diddy like when dudes relieve on his chest so he can rub it and lick it, bro. You don't like that, Jamal? I'm asking you a real question. Jamal, I'm asking you a real question. You don't like that type of action? Hey, so look, man. So then she said that Diddy said that she was trying to keep him away from his kids. She said, I said, but no. She said he kicked her on the ground. She said she was balled up. Then she said he grabbed her by her hair and arms and dragged her to the back of the house. The government said, what was he saying? She said, he said that I'm fucking crazy. I kept saying, just leave me the F alone. Damn. Did he push that girl past her boiling point, man? Got that girl out that junk. Got that get piped out by 3, 4 dudes a night. Man, bro. Man. Hey, bro, somebody ain't right, man. Yo, they put a picture up online, man. Bro, these people ain't nothing but the devil, man. These people ain't nothing but the devil online, man. I should show y'all this picture, man, but man, these people ain't nothing but the devil, man. Oh, man, bro. This ain't right, man. I can't show y'all that, man. These people ain't right, bro. How in the world do they do this type of stuff, man? Oh, man, bro. Unbelievable, man. Man. Well, these people crazy as hell, man. Itty bitty ditty. Dog. Now this shit is going on after this nigga's cash statement and the apology. That nigga ain't had no self control to walk away. That nigga said, "Nah, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you." Shout out to Raymond in the cash app with a donation. He said, he said, I guarantee you Jamal got baby oil at home, man. That nigga probably got daggone 20 bottles, nigga. Right now. He the type of dude that went and stocked up on the baby oil just because of Diddy. It's like, Diddy using baby oil? You know I gotta use that baby oil. Then she said that Diddy kept telling her she was effing crazy. She said, I kept telling Diddy, just leave me the F alone. She says, I called the girl I thought Diddy was with and asked if she was on a trip with Diddy. She said very insulting things to me. Then Diddy held me down, so I had to listen. So she said that Diddy held her down, so she had to listen to this girl insult her on the phone. That's crazy. The government said, what did you do? She said, I told her to shut up and that Diddy was beating my ass. Damn. 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 Right? But damn it, after getting ran through by all them niggas, man. Bruh, and notice how these dudes are more upset because this girl admitted she hit Diddy first than they are all the ass whoopers Diddy handed out. Think about that. Crazy. The government said that she says that Diddy hung up. Then he told Jonathan to tell me he wasn't with no girl on the family trip. The government said after FaceTime, then what? She said, I went to the shower to cool off. The government said, who was with you? She said, Diddy. She said, I saw a black eye foreman in Wells. Damn. Damn. Diddy done came with her in the shower, man. Go. Go. Diddy done came with her in the shower, man. Bro, these people crazy as hell, man. Who lives like this, man? Man. Diddy still had that gangster? Dog, Diddy still had that monster in him. Man, bro. Jamal in the cash app with the donation says, sounds like pimping ain't easy. What you saying, dog? What are you saying, Jamal? Salute everybody. The government said, how were you in the shower? She said, I was naked. Diddy was in his pants. She said, Diddy came in the shower and slapped her, and she fell to the ground of the shower. The government said, then what? She said, I was exhausted. She said, I just sat there. Diddy said, just put some ice on that shit. And he put an outfit on. Told her to put some ice on it, on her eye that was swollen, and put an outfit on. Bro, man, this nigga Diddy's crazy, bro. That nigga's crazy. Word. Nice around Mike, nigga. Word to Pippin. Shout out to Xavier in the cash app with a donation. He said Jamal with SD for truck fit ticket. Dog, that's crazy. Shout out to Jamal back in the cash app with a donation. He said Diddy just pimping these 304s. That's all. That's illegal, brother. Because Diddy said they was his girlfriend. So which one is it? All right. Word. So the government says outfit. She says, yeah, lingerie and heels. Diddy was using my phone to play pornography. Man, this nigga's sick. He texts the sex worker Anton on my phone. My phone was screen mirrored to the TV. Sean texted him. He said, hey, what are you doing? Diddy scrolled up and saw Anton's message about our mutual friends. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yo, this nigga Diddy got finished beating up the girl. Swole up the girl's eye after she don't hit this nigga one time. He swole up her eye, came in the shower, slapped her down, told her to put your outfit on. Take a shower, put your outfit on. Got her to put the outfit on. Got the phone, mirrored the phone to the TV so that he could squeeze this chicken, right? Text the sex worker, right? Text the sex worker, right? Damn, bro. Damn. And then he scrolls up and sees her message with the sex worker. Bro, this is crazy. Shout out to my boy Xavier back in the cash app with another donation. He said Jabbar ain't nothing but a male groupie. That's a fact, bro. That nigga said he a male groupie. That's a fact, bro. He a male groupie, bro. That's it. That's all, brother. That nigga a male groupie, man. Straight like that. Crazy work. And by the way, uh, she should be arrested for assault too. But again, they all in the wrong, man. All these people using drugs, violence, got daggone paying these prostitutes across state lines. These people was all doing wrong. I don't know why Diddy didn't take the plea bargain. Diddy should have took the plea, man. You should have took the plea. Nigga, you gotta take the plea and that just take the years, bro. Get your ass out of there. Do whatever you gotta do to get your ass out of there, bro. Crazy. Crazy work, man. That nigga beat her ass again, taking her to another freak off. Bro, this is crazy, bro. That nigga Diddy is unhinged, bro. Dog, they gotta have Anton them dudes up there. The way this shit played out. So she says that Diddy asked her how the mutual friends were. She said, I ain't know. The government said, why did you lie? She says that me and Diddy were on a break. I didn't think I needed to say it. Anton showed up. I moved my hair so that my injuries could not be seen. He used makeup, and I used makeup like Sean said. Damn. Man, that chick was getting the holy hell beat out of her. And then still being told, hey, yeah, don't do this freak. They know you bigger than us. No one on the corner getting money like us. No one on the corner pushing like us. Yes, you ran down. Damn, a judge just dismissed Justin Baldini's lawsuit. I'm the one that got you ran down. Damn, that's messed up, man. Crazy, crazy work, y'all. Man, this nigga Diddy, man. So she says, I greeted Anton, tried to be polite, asked him how his day was. Sean was giving me, she says Diddy was giving her an evil stare. Diddy said, I need to talk to you. We went to the guest bedroom. Government said, what happened there? She said he wanted to know about the mutual friend. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm the one that got you ran down. So she said that Diddy wanted to know about this mutual friend. She said, I told him I went to Las Vegas with this rapper and his girlfriend. I saw Anton having sex with another woman. The government said, what did Diddy say? She said, he said, do you have this porn star having something over me? Damn. this shit got deep, bro. Hey, y'all, I think Jamal finished jockstrap sniffing, man. I think Jamal had enough, y'all. I think he went to retirement. He seen he couldn't keep booty hole sniffing no more. He went to retirement. Toe, crazy work, man. Yeah, but he was really trying to find out because he's a big time LeBron fan, so he kept trying to find out why is LeBron. He's like, yo, I thought LeBron was in this. Dude got mental problems. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, you guys. All right. So, we back, and so Diddy wanted to know, did the porn star had anything over him? The government says, did you take drugs? She said, yep. She said, right around this time, Diddy told me, take this effing pill. You ain't gonna ruin my effing night. Go out there and suck his beefcake. I said, I don't want to. The government said, what did he say? He said, he said, is this coercion? She said, Diddy said, is this coercion? Damn, that's crazy work, y'all. All right. The government said, what happened to the pill? She said, I consumed it. I gave oral to Anton. I felt sick. I was like, even in my own body, I feel disgusted. I felt terrible. The government said, how did it end? She said, when Anton finished, I excused him, tried to put on a good face. Damn. Diddy had these girls in his joint topping all these dudes off. Dang, man, that's crazy, bro. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. Hey, keys, man. Bro, y'all kept moving my keys, man. What the hell? Man, where my keys at, bro? Oh, hold on, y'all. Yeah. Nah, because them people was out there working close to the cut. All right, my bad, y'all. I had to move my once again. Here come these people again. All right, so the government says, right? Or she says she took that pill and she felt sick. She put on a good face. She gave this dude some type of oral sex. And when he finished, Diddy's just a nasty dude, man. You really sitting there watching while this girl doing this stuff, bro? This dude is disgusting, man. Bro, all he doing is sitting over there squeezing his chicken while this girl's doing all these treacherous things. And she's a disgrace too. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Bro, she ain't got no ethics, bro. She ain't got no ethics, bro. None. No ethics, bro. No ethics. Shout out to Karan in the Cash App with a donation, man. And he said, Diddy make black men look bad? Not all of them. The government says when Anton, oh no, excuse me, the girl says, Jane Doe says, when Anton finished in her, I guess in her mouth or whatever, she says she excused him and tried to put on a good face. She said Diddy called her a whore. After he left, he sent his security with money to her for Anton, $10,000 or $12,000 in cash for Anton, and $4,000 for the damaged doors. The government said, "What did you do with that part of the money?" She said she Ubered $3,000 or $4,000 to Anton. So she said there was $10,000 to $12,000 in cash for Anton and the 4 damaged doors. Right? That's crazy. Wow. Imagine somebody calling you up saying, "Hey, look, man, let this girl do what she gonna do in front of me, and I'm just gonna keep giving you all this cheese." Man, bruh, crazy work, y'all. Crazy, bro. This is crazy work, man, bro. Crazy work, y'all. He got paid for receiving. All he had to do was sit there and let this girl make a mockery of herself, and he getting paid like 10 racks. While Diddy sit there yanking his chicken in front of this guy or behind this guy while Diddy's sitting in the cut watching the whole situation. Allegedly coaching this thing sometimes. Crazy work. Crazy work. You know what I mean? Hold on, you guys. What the? What? First one? Let me see. Oh, wow, bro. Yeah, we going all the way to the end with this one, man. Man. Wow, bro. It's funny to me that a certain outlet had not been dropping a lot of updates so far on this case today. That's funny. But when Diddy's team is up, a lot of outlets are dropping when they're dropping a lot of content when Diddy's defense is up. I noticed that. I wonder who the outlet is. I wonder who the outlet is, you guys, that sent those things, that got paid for those videos. I wonder who it is. I wonder. Hmm. Let me see something, y'all. Man. All right, let me see something, you guys. Man, this is crazy, bro. Man. Let me see. I'm waiting, y'all. They got to be bringing these sex workers up. I guarantee you they're going to be doing it. They're going to be doing it. Damn, she called Diddy a PDFer? Man, that's crazy, bro. Right? All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. Let me see something here. Bro, Diddy's lawyers have got to be, man, bro. They have got to be stressed over this. They're going to come back. They're going to try and just annihilate this woman on the stand, bro. I'm letting y'all know what's going to happen. They're going to come back and try to cremate this woman on the stand. So the government said, have you ever fixed your doors? She said, nope, there were other bills. They showed photos of the broken doors, right, to the jury. The government says, when did you see Diddy next? She said, a few days later. They said, why? She said, because I missed him. Man, this girl crazy as hell. Bro, this is crazy. Same shit with Cassie. Same shit that the other girl told Tasha K. Same shit. Man, y'all. Man. Crazy work, y'all. Unbelievable, man. You gonna call this dude back again after getting the hell beat out of you? Um, Jamal, salute to Jamal in the Cash App the donation. He say, uh, who is suing Braun in a civil lawsuit? No, he being sued by something. He not being sued. He was named in a lawsuit as a witness to one of Diddy's sex crimes. He's named as a witness in one of the freak offs to where he was subjected to being sexually assaulted and sexually humiliated. And LeBron was one of the people he claims that was there. Mm-hmm. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, Trump caught a step, boy. I'm gonna bust his head open. Man. You guys. Crazy work, man. Yo, hey y'all. She then says that we were trying to have a Sunday fun day, but it was like tense. The government said, "Did you and Sean talk with Jonathan?" She said Sean FaceTimed Jonathan, asking him what he saw that night. For a moment, Jonathan saw me in the corner crying. That's crazy. Bro, this whole case is crazy. Hold on, y'all. Shit. Mm, 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 mm. What? All right, you guys. Let me see. Crazy work, y'all. Crazy work. Hey, somebody mad? Somebody mad on eating? Bro, if you was giving people content all day long and you ain't had no time to eat, bro, I'm gonna eat. It is what it is. It is what it is, bro. We've been streaming for around 6, 7 hours today. The hell wrong with you, bro? Respect my G. Yeah, how you gonna get mad at somebody that been streaming? We've been streaming for like total of like 6, 7 hours today, giving content. Let me see something. Oh shucks. Hold on. Bro, are they gonna be able to finish this today? So Jane say they shot a video of Diddy and me out in the yard. The government said, "Did you inadvertently film your injuries?" She says, "Yep, my welts." And the government says, "And when you learned that Sean went to Wyoming, or when did you learn that Sean went to Wyoming?" She said, "I was outraged. He was with another woman." Yeah, y'all. My bad, y'all. Hold on 1 second. So she said, right? Let me see. All right. They inadvertently got her injuries. Now it says when you learn that Sean went to Wyoming, she said I was outraged. He was with another woman. The government said, "Did you block Diddy?" She said, "Yep." She said, so she blocked him. Damn. Right. Mm-hmm. Man. All right. Hold on, y'all. What? Okay, okay, okay. Cool. Y'all know what it is. Oh, all right. So she said she blocked Diddy. The government said, "How long did you block him?" She said, "For 2 or 3 weeks." She said, "Then I saw that his mother had been hospitalized. I wanted to put what happened between us to the side. He said this is just too far for me. I saw you had me in. I said you had me in a box, right?" The government said, "Did you say the name of the rapper?" Right, right. Damn. Well, these people crazy as hell, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why I tell everybody: do not do drugs, man. Ever. Don't do drugs, man. I'm telling y'all this. Don't do drugs, man. Do not get yourself caught up with the go along, get along gang, man. You do not want to be a part of that group, bro. I promise y'all that. All right? Man, are they gonna name this rapper? That's all I want to know if they're gonna name this rapper, y'all. Shout out to Jamal back in the cash app with another donation. He said, so I'm guessing if it was somebody crackhead, huh? Nah, man, it was somebody else, man. Bro, you ain't got no home trainer, dog. Hey, bro, why you running around here calling? Bro, man, bro, man, you literally watched this whole case for LeBron James, bro. I just figured this out. This nigga Jamal just watched this whole case to see if LeBron James' name's gonna come up. Bro, what the hell is wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, bro? Man, bro, something wrong with that nigga, man. You literally watched his whole case. Damn. And guess what, y'all? Remember this. The girl she was talking about that went to Diddy on that trip in Wyoming, TMZ reported that Diddy got into a heated argument with her in Wyoming. Remember that? Remember that? No, not TMZ, excuse me. Page 6 reported that. My bad. Page 6 reported that Diddy had gotten into an argument with that other chick. The chick that she said was arguing, was, talking shit to her. Remember that girl Diddy went on that vacation with? Now TMZ put out those pictures with Diddy and that girl. Man, bro. I'm finna show y'all in a second. Crazy work, bro. Oh, shucks. My bad, y'all. Damn. I ain't about to show y'all nothing if I don't get this on this charger. There we go. Ooh, about to say. I'm glad I looked up. That nigga Diddy is crazy. That nigga Diddy, after that nigga was being investigated by the feds, after Cassie's lawsuit, that nigga went on that vacation with that chick that he was with on that raft. That little Asian chick he was with on the raft. This nigga still didn't learn. This nigga Diddy goes on the trip. This is. And they say he was arguing with that chick on the trip. I'm finna show y'all. Bro, this nigga ain't got no brains, man. How can you be that stupid, bro? Look at this, y'all. That's crazy, bro. Now, that's the girl. TMZ took that picture of that girl that Diddy was with. This is after all that stuff happened. He went on that trip. That's crazy work, bro. That's the girl he was with in Wyoming. I mean, in Utah, excuse me. When he went on that trip in Utah, that rafting trip. Bro, Diddy's crazy, bro. Oh, unbelievable stuff, man. Unbelievable stuff, bro. That man got to be the dumbest man in the world, man. That's a whole different shit. That's a whole different shit. That's the chick that he was with, and what you call it. Now, they asked her, did she say the name of the rapper? She said, yeah, I flew on a red eye to meet Diddy. The government says, what did you do? She says, we had a really nice time. Diddy said, you could tell me when you're tired. The government said, what did you say? You said, let's stop for now and see each other later. And she said, his demeanor changed. Bro, this nigga crazy, bro. God be damn, bro. Bro, this nigga Diddy is crazy. Man. She said, then she said, he said, a man spends all his money on you and you say you're tired? She said that Diddy threw water on her, called her a bitch, and gave her an X pill. She said, the government said, what happened? She allowed herself to be treated so bad, man. This is crazy. She said Diddy was celebratory. He said, let's go. The government says, did Paul come to Miami? She said, yep. Bro, they're gonna go into tomorrow with this. They're not getting this done today. Ain't no way. Right? Ain't no way, yo. Right? All right, you guys. Let me see. All right. Crazy work, man. So the government said, did Paul come to Two Star? She says, yes. I was given a spray bottle, a liquid Molly into my mouth. I felt a surge of high octane sexual energy. Paul comes in. I greet Paul with that energy. The government says, did you have sex with Paul in front of Diddy? She said, yep. Bro, that's crazy, bro. Bro, these people crazy as hell, man. Unreal, man. bro, she's a disgusting. She's a chick that don't have no self. She have no self respect or dignity, y'all. This woman don't have no respect for herself at all. None. She don't got no morals. She don't got no ethics. Nothing. The government said, when was the last time you saw Diddy in person? She said August 2024 at Two Star. The government said, did you have sex with Don in front of Diddy? She said, at Two Star, she said, yep. She said, one last message, the last one I'll ask you to look at. Here we go here, y'all. Hold on. I was off on this one, y'all. Oh, shit. I got this one wrong, y'all. But this is what happened. The government said, did you go to New York to see Diddy? She said, no. The government said, why not? She said he was arrested. The government said, did you get a subpoena? She said, yes. I had to come in November of 2024. Then January 2025. And after, the government said, did you see a therapist? She said, for 3 months now. They caught him. They caught Diddy. Who was Diddy about to do that freak off with? Damn. They caught Diddy. She was supposed to be the one. She was supposed to be the one that went to New York with Diddy. All her shit was there. She never arrived because Diddy got arrested. They found out. They found out. The government said, did you go to New York to see Diddy? She said, no, this was her. She was supposed to go to New York. She said she didn't go to New York because Diddy got arrested. The government said, did you get a subpoena? She said, yep. She said, I had to go in November of 2024 and then January of 2025. And after, see, I'm going to tell y'all something. I was off on that little detail. They didn't catch her in that hotel. They got her before she went to the hotel, probably so that she couldn't talk with Diddy. So they arrested Diddy, subpoenaed her immediately, and flipped her. Diddy couldn't talk to her no more. When they arrested Diddy, communication cut off. Diddy had to keep paying because he had no line of communication. The feds was watching everything. Crazy. To the dude who said, I've been eating for an hour, bro, I've been slow eating. Brother, I've been slow eating, one bite at a time because I can't even eat my food. You understand what I'm saying? Now, tell your mother I said hello, nigga. Tell your mother I said hello. See, I try not to be rude. So I literally took one bite at a time because I'm slow eating. All my food is cold, but I'm slow eating and talking to everybody. You understand what I'm saying? I literally had to spend my whole day here with y'all because I'm covering the trial, brother. Bitch ass nigga. Jamal Wright says, I haven't heard of a crime being committed yet. That's because you're a goddamn idiot. Jamal, you have no brains in the Cash App. I know y'all think that I'm this nigga is literally sending $2 donations over and over and over and over and over again to say the same shit. I'm finna show y'all this. Just so y'all can see what's wrong with this nigga. Jamal Wright. I just want to show y'all this, right? I want to show y'all this nigga, right? Just to show y'all what type time this goofy ass nigga's on. Let me show y'all this. Just so y'all see Jamal right. Because I know y'all thinking, man, you got to be capping. Nigga, I was never capping. Look at this nigga. This nigga gonna say, I want y'all to see this. The last person that sent a donation to the Cash App before him was Johnny Rangel. This nigga don't came in here, Jamal Wright, all these times, jockstrap, booty hole sniffing. And the last one he gonna say is he just sent it. I haven't heard a crime being committed yet. Are you serious? Are you serious? The hell is wrong with these people, man? I haven't seen a crime being committed yet. I haven't seen a crime yet. I haven't seen a. The government says, do you have an attorney for this case? She says, yep. The government said, who was paying? She said, Diddy, I'm still processing. The government said nothing further. Game over. Game over. She was the one that was in that hotel. She was the one that was in that hotel, man. She was the one that was in that hotel. Shout out to Dexter in the Cash App donation. She said that nigga's a weirdo. Man, listen, man. This nigga love LeBron, bro. I'm telling you, I know that. That's really what he came in here to ask about. Johnny Ranger, yeah, I seen you, brother. Salute to you, homie. You already know what it is, my G. Salute to you. Shout out to the brother Johnny Ranger down there. Yeah, man. What's wrong with these people, man? Bro, these people crazy as hell, man. Bro, this man came in here talking about, I ain't seen a crime yet. Nigga, are you crazy? I ain't named you 20 crimes already, nigga. They got drugs on the table, nigga. That's illegal. That's a crime, you dumb son of a snitch. Sex trafficking. Solicitation of prostitution. Assault. Abuse. Those are all crimes. Extortion. That's a crime, sir. Bribery. You want me to keep going? Kidnapping. This nigga's an idiot, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. This type of capping ass dudes y'all got on YouTube, man. I don't see no crime. Nigga sound like a parrot. Like, share, subscribe, man.
All right, you guys, so we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.